Big coach Dave Ratcliffe sees New Zealand international Robbie Ironside get his first start of the season. Ironside, selected partly for his leadership skills, will anchor a midfield which surprisingly includes the top scorer, Kris Trajanovski. The Brisbane Strikers welcome back veteran defender Alan Hunter from injury to add steel to a defence which is geared up to keep a clean sheet tonight. Long-term casualties Sean Cranny and Glenn Gwynn continue their rehabilitation, while up front Frank Farina, who has been in his sick bed all week, will add his weight to the cause. A good crowd on the hill in front of me. The grandstand almost full, and there it is, the opening whistle from referee Simon Micallef. Brisbane with the ball, and an early ball in the direction there of Farina, who is marked tightly by Scott Baillie. Ball breaks now for Taliadoros. Square of him is Trajanovski looking for the switch. Perhaps a misunderstanding though. And Sean Cranny gets back there in cover for the Brisbane Strikers. Zelić, Phillips. Good ball into the chest of Brown. The layoff looking for Farina. That was a foot in there by Meredith, which was an important one. The shot comes from Pollack and a save by Mike Gibson, who must have seen it late. So Jason Pollack there, a shake of the head. Perhaps he feels he should have done better. A little bit of hesitation here, and Pollack steaming through on the ball, forcing a good save there out of Mike Gibson. So the Strikers with a corner kick. Mike Gibson doing well there. Shot from Pollack. Now it's Phillips with the corner. At the near post is Alan Hunter. Hunter gets the touch on. At the back post was Troy Cranny. What's going on there? The referee says there was a foul by a Brisbane player. In fact, it was Rod Brown there diving in for the Strikers. As we look at the replay here, a well-rehearsed move here by the Strikers. We've seen them use that near post corner on a number of occasions. It may have been a handball, in fact, against Rod Brown.
Big gamble on Ironside. I mean, again, David Ratcliffe, the thing that's impressed me about Ratcliffe is he's been willing to make some innovative changes to his team, and this is one tonight with Ironside in midfield. As yet it hasn't paid off because Robbie hasn't stamped his authority on the game in the middle of the park.
Well, still no score after 15 minutes, but here's a good break by Trajanovski. Trajanovski just wide of the mark there for Olympic. So a first real incisive break by the home team, and their top goal scorer, Kris Trajanovski, on the end of things, sizing up the goal in front of them. Plenty of power, but the shot always going wide of that Brisbane goal. And Kris Trajanovski having a mini drought in front of goals recently. Here's Farina now. Wide left is Glenn Gwynn. Four in the middle for the Strikers. The blow flat cross, not helped by Zelić. There's a header by Rod Brown, and the ball came off the upright, perhaps still in the danger zone, and Olympic finally get it away. As we look at the replay, the cross coming in from Glenn Gwynn, Zelic's header only helped on towards Rod Brown, and the header that beat Mike Gibson, unfortunately for the Strikers, bouncing off the upright. Kris Trajanovski hesitating, still going. Kris Trajanovski, he's ridden the challenge of Cranny, still going forward. Trajanovski, now Tome, and the shot from a long way out by Norman Tome had the power, but not the direction to concern Clint Bolton in that Brisbane goal. Perhaps a little bit optimistic here, Norman Tome. Tor trying to get those visiting fans to support their team. They are one of the most vocal supporters group in the country, of course, the Strike Force, as they are called. Edwards releasing himself down the left. Wants to come inside onto his right. The ball takes a deflection off Zelić. At the back post was Trajanovski. And it was always a difficult chance for Kris Trajanovski. Good work here by Edwards. A lucky deflection. Very, very acute angle there for Trajanovski.
Coaches are really going to earn their money at half-time here. Somebody has to change the pattern and what's happening, because again, a draw really is not in the interest of either side. And a very positive one for Olympic would be to play with 3 strikers.
Here's Meredith now, pushing forward, skipping past 2 players. Plenty of power there from Nicky Meredith. But over the crossbar, the shot always rising. Nicky Meredith becoming a crowd favourite here at the Leichhardt Oval. Always gives 110%. This time beating Brown and Williams. And the shot there taken quickly. Tsekenis now, getting away from Phillips. Here's Tome. Trajanovski's in there. It was in fact Hunter as well, and in the end Bolton getting his body in the way when it counted. So a good build-up here by Olympic. The return pass by Tome is causing all sorts of problems there. And Bolton makes the save. As at the other end of the pitch, Pollack pushes forward for the strikers. Jason Pollack here lining up the shot from 35 metres. And the pass played behind Tome, who lacks support. Barrett streams forward. Good ball by Tome. Barrett wide right. A better cross here by Barrett. At the back post was Trajanovski. And the ball, in fact, came off Taliadoros. So unlucky there for Olympic. But really proving the worth of a good cross there. Barrett getting behind the defence. And for one of the few times in the game, delivering an inch-perfect cross there, Barrett, and creating problems in that Brisbane defence.
Second time only in the game he's got behind the defence. That's the type of thing that has to happen for Olympic. Good illustration there of the danger when you can turn defences and get in a good cross.
Bolton now. That's a poor pass for Williams. He just plays it up the line. In fact, the ball's gone out of play, so Brisbane needlessly give away a corner kick there. And it's all down to the goalkeeper, Clint Bolton. There's been a lack of communication, perhaps he'll say, to his defender, Craig Williams there, but Olympic now with the corner kick. Tome looking for a player to come off at the near post, gets a return from Trajanovski. Here's Trajanovski now with the cross. And Ironside there at the back post. Good, strong, powerful header there by Robert Ironside.
2 examples there, Mike. The cross from Barrett earlier, and then this incident involving Ironside. This game is there for Olympic to really have a go at. They have to win it. They've got to stay in second spot. They're at home. I think they've just got to risk a little bit more than they have so far.
Well, Robert Ironside, as we saw a fortnight ago against Marconi, he's such a deadly player in the air. It was his goal from that sort of position which gave Olympic a win against the league leaders. And Olympic looking for a similar return here tonight. It's his first start of the season, Robbie Ironside. Problems at the other end of the pitch now with Farina trying to get in there first. Gibson awake to the danger. But his throw only succeeds in giving the ball back to Phillips. Pollack. Cranny at the back post. And the ball goes out of play. Sean Cranny really got himself into a good position there. Baillie's ball miscued there by Zelić. Here's Trajanovski. A low ball in by Trajanovski. Good defending there by Hunter, who just held his ground, didn't dive in there on Taliadoros. Kris Trajanovski has scored 18 times for Olympic this season. Not too many in the last month, though. Edwards now on the left flank. Good ball in by Edwards. There's a good header there by Tsekenis as a inquest goes on in that Brisbane defence.
We talk width and we talk flank play. Once you get in that position, this cause all sorts of problems for defences. The trouble tonight, it hasn't happened enough for both teams. When it doesn't happen, you don't get a supply. I'm surprised the change hasn't come for Olympic. You would think, Michael, probably Poimer, whether he comes on as who to go off. Maybe Taliadoros. Kimon had a quietish game, but the trouble with a player like Kimon, of course, he's capable of winning the match for you with one touch of magic. Maybe Poimer on and just throw everything at Brisbane.
Here's Trajanovski now. Taliadoros with a snapshot, and not too far away there by Taliadoros, illustrating the point there of Johnny Warren. Just a flash of genius there from Taliadoros, really given no room at all to move in. Controlling that low cross there by Trajanovski, and just a metre or so wide of the upright. First time in the game, really, that Taliadoros has threatened that Brisbane goal. As we look at the shot from a different angle, we get an idea here of how far it was away, and that's not too far away at all there. Here's Edwards now. And the early cross by Edwards, coming off Williams, now with Meredith. The low cross headed away by Zelić, still in that danger zone. Tome trying to go through. Now with Taliadoros. Edwards once again. 4 or 5 blue shirts in the middle. Tsekenis goes up. Here's Meredith now. He'll try a shot. Nicky Meredith. And there it is. The breakthrough comes from Nicky Meredith. The crowd off their feet. And Meredith, not for the first time this season, strikes a crucial goal for Olympic. Leichhardt Oval is in uproar, and it's all because of that man, Nick Meredith. Olympic peppered this Brisbane penalty area. The ball eventually broke for Meredith, and on the volley he struck it so sweetly. 1-0 to Olympic. And the goal coming after 78 minutes. And there it is. Well, a grandstand finish now. All of a sudden, Olympic in front, edging ahead of the strikers. A real test of character now for the visitors. Here's Tome. Trajanovski now, and that's goal number 2. Kris Trajanovski. Well, the picture tells the story. That is the clincher surely for Olympic. 2 goals in the space of 60 seconds has brought the grandstand to life. Despair and dejection for Brisbane. Delight for Olympic. And Kris Trajanovski puts the icing on the cake. Olympic's second goal in 60 seconds, just slotting it past Clint Bolton.
Well taken by great work from Tome here first. Brisbane all over the place, and Trajanovski not blasting this, just placing it beautifully. And more importantly, Mike, Trajanovski now back on the scorers list.
And there's Rod Brown, in fact, getting his head to the ball, so it's not over yet for Olympic. All of a sudden, Brown has struck back for the strikers.
Simon, yeah.
So just over 5 minutes remaining. Here's the cross in, the low flat cross. And Mike Gibson really in no man's land. Rod Brown getting his head onto the cross from the substitute, Steve Jackson. And that may well, in fact, make things very interesting, Johnny Warren.
Very interesting final 5.
And the man of the match was UTS Olympics Nick Meredith, who